Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Welcome to Swayam Prabha. I'm Dr. Shoma Sengupta, Associate Professor Commerce, Kamala Nehru College, University of Delhi. The course title is Human Resource Management and the lecture title is Job Analysis. This is Module 5, Lecture 3. Here we will discuss the techniques of job analysis, outcome of job analysis, that is job description and job specification. The techniques of job analysis. The first technique is performing the job or job performance. So when you are researching on a particular job to find out what all is involved, the best way is to do the work and you find out what all is involved in it, isn't it? So that is job performance. Job analyst here, what he does, he actually performs the job to obtain a first-hand information or experience of actual tasks, physical and social demands, environment of the job. So I believe you have understood that if you want to find out uh, how driving is done, then you drive the car and then find out how it is done. So that is job performance. What risks are there, what you have to keep in mind, all this you will get to know. But is it an easy task? No. If you don't know driving, you cannot drive and you cannot find out what the job actually is. So if we go for the critical analysis, we find that this method can be used only for jobs where the skill requirements are low and can be learned quickly. It is a time consuming process and not suitable for jobs requiring expertise or extensive training. So this is first technique, that is job performance. Otherwise, it is very simple to understand. This method is very simple to understand. The next technique is personal observation. Here the job analyst watches and observes the individual performing the job, takes note to describe the job or the task and the duties performed. So he is silently standing or sitting over there and observing the job holder to find out what all he is doing to complete the task. But you know that when somebody is observing you, then your behavior will be different. So that is one problem with this type of job analysis. He may overperform or underperform. So if we talk about the critical analysis, it is suitable for simple and repetitive job. If the job requires a specific skill or it is different from every type of job, every type of assignment he is getting, then it is very difficult to observe. Use of observation method is limited because many jobs do not have complete and easily observable job cycles. Then managers may not be skilled enough to know what to observe and how to analyze what they see. So you should be trained first to observe others. Otherwise, this method will lose its validity. The next technique of job analysis is very popular technique, that is interview. The manager or job analyst visit each job site and talks with the employee performing the job. Using sometimes it may be structured, sometimes it may be unstructured. It is always advisable to have a structured kind of interview form with you so that you will keep the interview on track. Frequently, the employee and the employee supervisor are also interviewed, and it is advisable to interview them to obtain complete understanding of the job. Standard format and standardized interview schedule is used to record for comparison to identify the common and critical aspect of the job. So hereby you are finding out what we call straight from the horse's mouth. That is, you are asking the employee about the job, how it is done, what is the working condition and everything, verifying it with the supervisor also. So this is about the interview method. Now critical analysis of this method, widely used method, there is a chances of inaccuracy. Inaccurate information may be collected by the analyst, and therefore there are certain guidelines which should be followed by the analyst, like he should be prepared He should introduce the topic, show sincere interest in the job, use common language so that it is understandable to the employees as well. Keep in mind the objectives, that means you should not drift away from the main objective. Complete the study is important, and finally verify the facts by interviewing other parties, people who are related to these job holders, so that you can verify whether the information given by the job holder is accurate or not. The next method is very interesting method, and that is the questionnaire method. This is again a very popular method of collecting information about the job. So here in a questionnaire, which is a set of questions pertaining to the nature of duties, tasks and responsibilities is developed. Now it will contain different type of questions relating to different aspects of the job. Here either the options will be given in the form of there are boxes, and the job holder will have to just tick on the appropriate box, which is the correct answer. He believes in that. So that is that type of questionnaire is suitable, because it will be easier for the respondent to put their responses, and also the options are there, so it will be a quick process, and they will definitely complete the questionnaire. Then another is that you can have open-ended questions, whereby the respondent will have to fill up, so it is open to his judgment. Now in most of the questionnaires, what we find that options are already given for each of the question, and respondents have to just put a tick in the correct option, or the option he finds suitable, and there may be one or two open-ended question at the end. So that is about the questionnaire. The task or behavior is described in terms of frequency, significance, difficulty and relationship to overall performance. So they can form different questions in the questionnaire. Information is sought from the employees, supervisors and managers, who give their ratings. So there may be a rating scale. So there may be different questionnaires for employees and supervisors and managers, or one questionnaire where one portion have to be filled by the employee, another by the supervisor or manager. If data is incoherent or disorganized, then it is discussed with the job holder. The final report is then prepared. So it is not that you just collect the questionnaire and your job is done. You have to analyze it further, categorize it, and find valid information out of that questionnaire. Now, if we critically analyze questionnaires, what we find that it provides comprehensive information about a job, covers a large number of job holders in the shortest possible time. Data can be quantified and processed with the help of computer, so that will give you some valid information. But it is time consuming and a costly affair, because you have to first of all decide on the questions to be asked, brainstorming has to be done, options have to be given, and then after administrating the questionnaire, again you have to ensure that people fill it up properly, and finally collect them and analyze them. So the whole process is time consuming and costly. Absence of direct rapport between the analyst and respondents may be there, and there will be then absence of personal touch, and the queries cannot be sorted out then and there only. Cooperation and motivation of respondents may be very low, because many a times the questionnaires may be very long, and there is absence of personal touch. The respondent cannot pose his queries, find solution to his queries. So in all this process, the respondent's motivation will be low to fill the questionnaires. So this is the critical analysis of questionnaires. Next technique is critical incidents. In the life of the job holder, while doing a particular type of job, he will find that at many situations the incidents are critical, and there he has to take certain decisions, he has to act on it, so that they are very important or crucial incidents. So that will exactly show how to deal with that. So these are, first of all, these are critical incidents. Now what job analyst will do, he will ask the job holders to describe critical incidents or incidents concerning the job on the basis of their past experiences. The incidents are analyzed and classified according to the job areas they describe. The actual job requirements can be obtained by distinguishing between effective and ineffective behavior of workers on the job. So suppose the critical incident may be a quarrel taking place between the two departments and how the manager handles it. Then that is the critical incident, and you can find out what is the effective behavior and the ineffective behavior and analyze the job as such. Job of the manager you can analyze. Now, the analysis, critical analysis, first of all, it is a time consuming process. It requires high degrees of skills, and moreover, it is very difficult to recall what they have done in during a critical incident, and it is not justified also to analyze how they have behaved in it during a critical phase, where the main aim is to solve the critical problem rather than showing a particular type of behavior. So it is unethical also. So if the job holder knows that he will be analyzed later on, his behavior will not be natural during the critical incident. So this is the analysis of critical incident method. The last technique of job analysis is log records. This is a diary or a log book which is given to each job holder to record daily the duties performed, marking the time at which the task is started and finished. So he will put all these information in the log book. The record is maintained, which provides information for the purpose of job analysis. So the job analyst will do a detailed study of the logbook and find out every day what kind of job, where, when he is entering, making an entry and exit, how many hours of work you can find out, what all he has done during that period of time. Everything will be mentioned in the job logbook. And this logbook will give you the information on the basis of which you can prepare the job description. So this is a very common method, very simple method, but if we critically analyze it, we find that it is time consuming method, because you have to read the whole of the logbook, and maybe for the whole month you have to read it to find out what actually is involved in the job. It provides incomplete data also, because information concerning working condition, equipment use, supervisory relationship, all these are not mentioned in the logbook or not available in the log records. Most employees are not that disciplined that they will maintain a regular diary, and it also depends upon the command over the language also of the job holder, how he is writing in the logbook. He's clear about what he is writing or not, or he is making every entry in it or not. If kept up to date, the diary would provide useful information about the job. It is useful for jobs that are difficult to observe, like that is jobs requiring specific skills like engineers, scientists, researchers, senior executives, etc. So there it is out of question to use diary or log book or log record as a method of or technique of job analysis. Finally, the last portion of the whole of the job analysis process, that is the final outcome of job analysis, or we can say the byproducts of job analysis. We will discuss in detail job description and job specification. There are two byproducts of job analysis, that is job description and job specification. So we will begin with job description. Job description, as the name suggests, is a functional description of what the job entails. It has three major parts. That means it is showing you what the job is all about, what all duties are involved in the job or working condition, and everything about the job. So three major parts are there. First is the identification section. Here the job title, department, division, plant code number and reporting relationship, everything will be mentioned. Then comes the general summary statement, summarization of the general responsibilities and components of jobs, supervision given and received, machine tools and materials required, working condition, etc. That will be mentioned in this summary statement. Then the specific duties section. Here, clear and precise statement on the major tasks, duties and responsibilities performed, that will be there. A definite writing style to be effective. So this is about the three things, that is identification section, general summary statement, and the specific duties section. So if we see a job description, what we will find in the content, things from those three sections only: job identification, job summary, duties performed and responsibilities, supervision given and received, relation with other jobs, machine, tools and materials used, working conditions, social environment. All these things are the contents of the job description. Now, when we talk about the uses of job description, that is quite similar to what we have discussed under uses of job analysis. So it is a repetition of what we have studied under uses of job analysis. So here again, this description can be used for job grading and classification, placement, orientation, promotion, transfer, career paths, redressal of grievances, investigating accidents, faulty work procedure, and duplication of papers, developing performance standards for performance appraisal, recruitment and selection, health and fatigue studies, limits of authority, work measurement or improvement, and organizational changes. So all those we have discussed under job analysis, the uses of job analysis. Again, job description, as it is part of job analysis only, so that can, those information can be used for the purposes which we, all HR purposes which we have mentioned earlier also. So here I am showing you a specimen of job description. Here the job title is of personal secretary. You can put a job number, department, grade, immediate supervisor, date, and then finally the job summary, like perform secretarial duties, then job duties like taking dictation, composing and typing routine letters, obtaining information, answering telephone calls, compiling routine departmental reports, receiving, disbursing, keeping records of petty cash funds, equipment, instruments and machines, typewriter, dictation machine. So all this using, relation to other jobs, nature of supervision, everything can be mentioned in this particular specimen. So that is the job description. The second byproduct of job analysis is job specification. So the job specification is a statement of the minimum acceptable human qualities required for the performance of a job. So proper performance of a job requires maybe some educational qualification, of mental and physical abilities or attributes. All this will be mentioned in the job specification. Like for say, if you are applying for any of the armed forces, your height should be say a particular height will be mentioned, say 5'5" or 5'6" is mentioned in that. Physical strength will be checked, whether you can do that particular job or not. Your physical test will be done, medical test will be done. So to find out whether those qualities are there or not. If you are applying for an officer's job, whether you have a first division marks in your graduation or post graduation, that will also be checked. So these are the requirements of doing a particular job. So that will be mentioned in job specification. So the contents of job specification are physical characteristics like height, weight, age, mental characteristics, intelligence, memory, judgment, ability to concentrate, foresight, etc. Social and psychological characteristics, emotional stability, flexibility, personal appearance, pleasing manners, conversation ability. Then the personal characteristics like sex, education, family background, job experience, hobbies, etc. So all these are the contents of the job specification. Uses of job specification. Again, as I told you, that job specification is also a part of, or is an outcome of job analysis only. So whatever we have discussed under uses of job analysis, here it will be repeated here in case of uses of job specification also. So the outcome of job specification, it can be used for manpower planning, recruitment and selection, placement and orientation, promotion and transfer, training and development, outlining career paths, performance appraisal, and job evaluation. So you name any of the HR activities, again job description and job specification information will be required, on the basis of which those activities can be performed. So here you can see the specimen of job specification. Job grade is mentioned, that is the middle management. Age limit is 30 to 35 years, relaxable in exceptional cases. Education and qualification is graduation in commerce or management. And then preferred will be post graduation. Physique and health, good health and emotional stability is required. Appearance should be charming. Mental ability is alert. Ability to listen, conceptual clarity. Spatial abilities are like flexibility and adjustability. Previous experience is 5 to 7 years in similar organization. Skill in operating special equipment, working knowledge of computers is essential. Degree of stability and dependability is high. Maturity must be capable of accepting responsibility in company affairs. Innovation must be a self-starter and self-reliant. Dominance must be a strong individual who sticks with his decision. So this is showing the specimen of a of job specification. So I believe that you have understood this topic of job specification. So in this lecture 3 of module 5, we have discussed the techniques of job analysis and the byproducts of job analysis, that is job description and job specification. To summarize, we can say that the techniques of job analysis include job performance, personal observation, interview, questionnaire, critical incidents and log records, and each of these method has its merits and demerits. The byproducts of job analysis are job description and job specification. A job description is an organized factual statement of job contents in the form of duties and responsibilities of the specific job. A job specification is a document which states the minimum acceptable human qualities necessary to perform a job properly. So for references, you can go for Flippo's book, Personal Management, or C.V. Gupta's book, Modern Human Resource Management. Beside that, there are many other books and each of the any human resource management book will definitely contain this topic of job analysis. Thank you, students. So this was module 5, lecture 3.